Good morning, I'm Ferdi Salvador and welcome to Industry Beacon, where we shine a light on the trailblazers, the disruptors, and the leaders shaping our future. And each episode will explore how they're staying ahead in their fields, one industry at a time. In focus this morning, the logistics industry in the Philippines as it enjoys rapid growth. As consumers increasingly turn to online shopping, the demand for efficient logistics solutions has become paramount. Given the strategic location of the Philippines, the country also serves as a crucial hub, bringing opportunities to logistics and shipping sectors. Joining us today is a disruptor in the industry, Buy and Ship. Here with us is the country manager, Pau Mendoza, and Geoffrey Chen, the principal of the Regional Market Development. Hello, good morning, Jeff, and good morning, Pau. Thank you so much for joining us today in the Industry Beacon.
Hello, Ferdi.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. It's exciting because I'm very interested and curious about logistics and shipping in the country. We're in an archipelago, so it's important. And we're smack dab in the middle of Southeast Asia. So, naturally would be a hub, right? Tell me about what's happening in the shipping and logistics industry in the Philippines at the moment.
Yeah, traditionally, Ferdi,
Yes.
Philippines has higher last mile deliveries than a lot of Asian nations just because we're in an archipelago. We have more than 7,000 islands. So for shipments to go across different islands is a task, right? But that doesn't mean that we're not improving throughout the years. So imagine before pandemic, there were so many issues with shipping before.
Right.
And now, after pandemic, it accelerated the online shopping. And now you see improvements. Now you have so many choices as a consumer.
Yes, but how did Buy and Ship start? I'm sure the story's with you because you are the principal here in the Philippines.
Yeah, so Buy and Ship started as a shipping and logistics company 2014. And we built 12 warehouses worldwide for that.
So it's a global company.
Correct.
Okay.
And in the Philippines, I started this 2020, right before the pandemic.
Right.
The first issue was seeing if there was a problem with cross-border e-commerce first. Do people really want to buy things worldwide?
Yes. We'll touch on that new term, cross-border e-commerce, because I want you to educate me about that.
Yeah.
But what were the challenges with companies such as yourself? Like, why the Philippines for Buy and Ship?
Yeah, because we looked at if there was a market, right? If there was a problem, yes, people wanted to buy stuff all over the world. People wanted the freedom to go all over the world and shop easily, right? So we're trying to make shopping globally as easy as shopping locally. That's really our motto. And we found that, again, Filipinos are all over the world.
Yes.
Filipinos are the #1 export all over the world.
Yes.
And everybody is akin to different countries, and they want products from different countries.
Yes.
So
But Pao, is this a vice versa type of industry situation wherein Filipinos buy from different regions and then do other people from different countries also buy from the Philippines and ship out to their homes all over the world?
Actually, I think one of the factor also is with the balikbayan backs, right? Because before, when Buy and Ship is not yet existing in the Philippines, they do have this balikbayan from the US, especially in the US. Then they will deliver those balikbayan boxes in their families here in the Philippines. So one of the transformation of Buy and Ship is actually about that. But for Filipinos who want to buy things from US, China, Taiwan, UK, Italy, they can do that. Vice versa, meaning they can buy those things that they want on those countries. At the same time, if you are on those countries, you can also deliver that in the Philippines as well, or if in the other warehouses that are available also abroad with
But
Buy and Ship.
obviously, there's a large number of Filipino communities in different places. The US, the Middle East, even in Europe, growing in South America. They can already easily buy consumer items from the Philippines there. What do they normally purchase from the Philippines to ship out to them?
Actually, for this one, it's the most intriguing part in Buy and Ship is all about the items that is unique per country. So let's say, for example, if this item is only available in the US or in China or in Taiwan, but I cannot locally find it here in the Philippines, I will purchase that and I will be using buy and ship. The thing is, you will be searching for those items that you want, included with the best deals and discounts. And we also offer, for example, some of the promotions, also credits as well. So they will really utilize the power of buy and ship because they can get the item that they want. At the same time, they can have rebates, for example, or discount on the items.
Right. When did you start buy and ship?
We started January 2020, which is right before the pandemic.
Wow.
On February.
A few months before.
We thought we were gonna fail. Again, we planned many months to research and do our research. And when we launched, pandemic came, we're like, oh, we failed. But to the surprise of everybody, during the pandemic, everybody moved to online shopping.
Yes.
So we went on that similar boom, and the rest is history to date. From 2020 until now, we have over 90 million US in GMV.
I was about to ask you, how much have you guys, as an industry leader, how much have you guys already exchanged in your business from when you started? That's 90 million US dollars. That's a lot in 4 years.
That's quite a lot. And of course, the users are not only the consumers that we see in the Philippines. We're seeing small business, home business.
Yes, I was about to ask that. How are you helping small businesses and even large businesses deal with the logistics concerns?
Yeah, actually, good question, because right now this is the moment when we are building actually our seller program. So initially, when we were having our user interview as well, we found out that there are a lot of resellers that is using buy and ship to thrive on their businesses. Meaning, this micro sellers that we have, we also have big time sellers that are also having their stores in Lazada and Shopee. They also have their own stores online. But the thing is, they purchase all these items in US, in China, in Italy, and we help them in giving them out commissions based on their shipping
are you
spend
saying,
as well.
Pau, that you guys have already, in the 4 years that you guys have been operating, impacted in Philippine, growth in the production of fast-moving goods in the Philippines, or even manufactured goods by cottage industries? Would you say that you've helped them out?
Again, the resale part, we're helping a lot of families who have additional income than rather what they would earn in their salary. So I think we have been instrumental in doing that. Like, for example, K-pop aficionados, they can now buy directly from Korea, but they used to wait for someone to send it to them. Now they can get it immediately and have their own community, and they become the buyer of their community.
Right. Would you say you are the middle people for these, or are you removing the middle person?
No, I think we're still logistics-based company, so we help people do that. In addition to our logistics, we learned that a lot of them don't have credit cards. So that is why we created this new service called Buy For You, which is the highest growth right now. Buy For You is essentially pabili. So imagine the traditional, when your friend goes to the other side of the world, you're like, uy, pabili naman, bring something back home for me. We've learned to put that in our platform so we can scale it up. So now you can order anything in our 12 regions worldwide, and then you can order it via pabili service.
So educate me, Jeff and Pau, about cross-border e-commerce. This is a new term that I've just heard about. So what does it mean?
So traditionally, you can only buy the items that is just available here in your maybe local stores, right? Or your favorite online shopping. But the thing is, it's not all available, right? There's specific items, there's specific products that you want from these countries. So buy and ship comes in. Like, there's unlimited SKUs, unlimited products that is up for you to choose or select what item do you want. So the thing is, this cross-border e-commerce is really creating an impact now because you can have unlimited choices.
Okay, without having to mention e-commerce market leaders, because I think they've got limited limited SKUs because they only deal with certain companies, that's their business model, right?
Exactly.
So what you're saying is you're allowing Filipinos both in the Philippines and abroad, or even other nationalities, get the products they want, whenever they want, however they want.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, so what about the concerns with logistics and shipping in the Philippines? Did you ever come across, delayed in shipping, and what remedies do you think needs to be institutionalized to help our countrymen get their purchases or their products on time?
Yeah, that's a great question, Ferdi. Before there were more problems than now. We've seen the proliferation of logistics companies, and for now there's less error rates, right? But before there were quite a lot of problems before. But now, just want to let you know that Buy and Ship is not a logistics company, meaning we don't own the planes, we don't own the motorcycles, but we do contract these people.
So you still work in the ecology of logistics, okay,
Yes.
which is great. So it is contributing to our economy because you are contracting different parties for this.
Of course, and if there is, for example, a problem with a certain type of logistics company we're working with, we can easily change that and change to another one that works more efficiently, because our consumer is first. Our consumer is the most important in our business.
Yes.
And if they feel that they're delayed, we can switch to a different provider.
As a disruptor,
Yeah.
right? What's your dream plan for your company to help out Filipinos, even in the most remote areas, rather?
Yeah, for me, I really want everybody to be able to have the freedom to reach all over the world and not have that small variety of products that they can have just here. Then they could share it with their community. They could sell it to their community. They could provide businesses for their families.
Right.
They could provide businesses for their friends.
Right.
Then it can very easily spread like virus to the rest of the country.
Let's not talk about viruses.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's no worry, Jeff. Okay,
Yeah.
Before we get
You
to
know,
Pau,
you get what I'm saying.
yes. Before we go,
Okay.
continue on our discussion, we're gonna take a quick breather. Stay with us here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Industry Beacon will be right back. We're back. You're still watching Industry Beacon here on BNC. Let's pick up where we left off in the discussion about logistics and shipping with Pau Mendoza and Geoffrey Chen of Buy and Ship. So Pau, I was just asking Geoffrey a while ago, what's your dream for Buy and Ship and how to impact our Filipino countrymen?
Actually, the vision of Buy and Ship is to actually have that power for you to buy anything you want, that you will not have a discrimination of purchasing an item that you love from the US, from Korea, of you stopping na, okay, hindi to available locally eh. Hindi ko na siya mabibili. Pero Buy and Ship really wants you to have that freedom, to have that power na anything you can think of, yung dinidream mong item, yung dinidream mong product, yung pinag-iipunan mo is be available and ma-receive mo siya. So, it will not give you any barriers or mga hesitations na hindi mo siya mabibili dahil lang wala siya sa Pilipinas. And with Buy and Ship, we can help you have that product that you want and you dreamt of.
All right. What about the utilization of artificial intelligence or AI? Everyone's talking about it. It's always in every single business discussion we have. Are you utilizing AI for your business?
Okay, so we have an app right now. Logistics is what we have, but we're building a super app. So we have the Pabili service. We also are coming up with our marketplace. So along with our marketplace, we have several AI executions. We're building on coming soon a price comparison model. Right?
Interesting.
Which is a worldwide price comparison model. The other AI we've been using is on proxy shopping.
Yes.
Which is we have RPAs. That's called robotic process automation, meaning we're learning every site in the world. So when you check out from our platform, it's as easy as checking out on the foreign platform.
Is this like a travel, like the travel apps, like the digital travel agencies? Is that the same when you compare in one?
Yes. You can compare it to that way. Of course, like the price comparison one is like the price comparison in airlines, for example. You've seen that quite a lot. But what if you can price comparison a product? Right?
Yes.
Why is that not possible? We have the access now all over the world, but still you want the things cheapest. It's the same brand, same product, but where can you get it cheapest around the world?
Are you finding that your consumers or your customers are purchasing items not for personal use, more for business? Is that a trend, or is that something that you can talk about?
Yeah, actually, just to share, one of our top countries is actually US. Next is Japan, Korea, Italy. So there's a lot of users, actually resellers, who are buying luxury bags in Italy, for example, and then they will resell those bags here in the PH. So there's actually a good business in the making because they can really mark them up, of course. That's one. Second is for micro sellers, especially for people or users who are really into collectibles, NBA cards, Pokemon cards, even the K-pop merch. So they're actually utilizing buy and ship to buy from Korea. They can get it cheaper and then sell it here. So it's more on just searching for the right item, which is good for this country or offer best deals, and then they will be using buy and ship.
How about in the Philippines? Are you championing also local products that can be pushed with your other warehouses around the world?
Yeah, so currently we're on the works of creating a warehouse. We don't have that yet. Okay, so just to let you know, but we see some demand here. But traditionally in the Philippines, we don't have that many consumer products yet. But that market is changing now. Philippines' average age is 25. Which is the lowest in Asia. I'm only 10 years older, yes. And you see Malaysia, which is 30, you see Vietnam, which is 32, you see Singapore 35, Thailand 45, up to Japan 50. So Philippines is the youngest average age population.
Great growth potential right there.
Great growth potential.
Yes.
So eventually you will see people creating more products. So at that time, we will be very prepared with that. We have over 1.5 million members in our platform who buy. So essentially later on, they will have demand for every country. And that's what we hope that will happen.
What are the top 5 products do you think are purchased by Filipinos nowadays?
Oh, a lot. But usually,
top five,
category.
Yeah.
But maybe category-wise, women's fashion is number one.
What about clothes?
Clothes and accessories, supplements,
electronics too.
Electronics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Electronics is men's fashion also, right? Collectibles is surprisingly very, very good.
That's a good point because collectibles, obviously, if there's a market for collectibles, and you've been emphasizing that since early on the discussion. It means to say that there's more budget of these people collecting these things. So ergo, they're earning and they can afford to buy. Is that a trend that you see that's forthcoming?
That's a great comment. Like, for example, Ferdi, Pau mentioned a while ago, NBA cards. You buy the NBA cards, it's available here, but there's more there, right? But when you open the card, let's say it's a Kobe Bryant rare edition, how much will you earn from that? That value is huge. So people are earning through that way. Let's say if there's a new arrival of Nike times Tiffany, right? Which came out, and you can't get it because they won't release it here in time. I'm a
victim, yeah.
So now you can go direct from the site. You can order right away, and already, if you get that, by the time it gets to you, how many times has it grown?
Right.
That's another big earnings for you as a collector.
What about the impact of e-commerce or cross-border e-commerce to logistics? What's the impact?
Yeah, I think cross-border e-commerce has helped in logistics. It's not a completely old idea. Even if you see Lazada, Shopee, a lot of it's cross-border in China, right? A lot of the products are coming from China, right? So what we're really providing, we have a China warehouse, we have Hong Kong, we have US, Canada, Italy, UK, Japan, Korea. So what we're really trying to do is open up the rest of the world and not only have a certain type of cross-border, which is primarily with China products. So that's part of what we're contributing to the logistics industry.
All right, so last question for both of you. Pao, what is your greatest mistake?
Is this a personal question or with
It
buy
can
and
be.
ship? I think it's more on having that money and then purchasing the item that you want, that you should have use it on other things.
Yeah. So that's from personal experience.
So, yeah.
What about you, Mr. Chen?
It's more about business. I think I should have started earlier. That's why I encourage a lot of Filipinos to start at the 25-year-old age. Try and fail, because you won't learn anything unless you fail. So I think I should have started earlier with the business.
Yes, I don't think that's a mistake. I think you're perfectly where you should be right now. Thank you so much for joining us, Pau Mendoza and Geoffrey Chen of Buy and Ship. And that is for today's show on Ferdi Salvador. Catch the Bilyonaryo News channel on Free TV channel 31 and on cable via Cignal channel 24. Thanks for watching the Bilyonaryo News channel, always on top. Thank you guys so much.